Hi, my name's James. I'm from Reglaze My Glasses, and today I'm going to talk to you a bit about our Varifocals. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the quality of each of the three types of freeform lens that we do, and the prices that they start from. So the first entry-level Varifocal that we do is our digital freeform lens. This is the equivalent of the top-end lenses that you'll get somewhere from one of the big chains on the high street. So it is a very good Varifocal. The second lens that we do is the Freeform Pro series. Now this is much more like a higher end branded Varifocal that you'd really only get from an independent optician. So again, it's got a wider area on the reading and intermediate zone. And then the top end lens that we do, which is a one that we've released just a few weeks ago, which is proving to be quite popular, is our OmniView HD lenses. Now these represent the absolute pinnacle of Varifocal design, the absolute widest area in the reading and intermediate zones available on Varifocal. And unlike other Varifocals that we do, where we only need your pupil height and pupil distance measurements, these require a little bit more work in configuration to unlock the full potential of the lenses. Okay, so the freeform Varifocals, those start at $59.90 if uncoated, $74.90 for scratch resistant, or $89.90 for scratch resistant and anti-reflective. And the Pro series, they start at £84.90 for uncoated, £104.90 for scratch resistant, or £124.90 for scratch resistant and anti-reflective. The OmniView Varifocal, they only start as scratch resistant anti-reflective as standard, and those are £204.90. There are other configurations of lens for those three types of Varifocal. So we also do transitions, we also do polarized, and we can do tinted with various coating options. One coating that is quite popular as an optional upgrade to all the Varifocals that we have on our pricing page is the Elite coating. This Elite coating comes with an extra hard scratch resistant surface. This also comes with the 12-month scratch-free guarantee. So if you do scratch the lenses within a 12-month period, you just return them to us and we'll replace them free of charge to the same prescription. And this extra coating is £20 on top of the standard scratch-resistant anti-reflective price that you see listed on the website. Other benefits of this coating is that it's got a smudge-resistant oleophobic coating. Anti-reflective lenses do have a reputation for being quite smudgy, so this extra coating helps keep the cleaning down on that. The other aspects of it comes with a clear UV protective layer as well. So this is a clear coating and it just helps protect the health of your eyes. Okay, so just going back to the whole measurement side of things, one of the questions we get asked a lot about when people send in the Varifocals or before they send the Varifocals in is how do we know where to place the lens? When you get a pair of Varifocals done for the first time, or you're buying a new frame with Varifocals in them, you'll go to the opticians, they'll pop the frame on, and they will place dots on the lenses where your pupils are. Now there's two reasons why they do this. It's because a Varifocal comes in three zones. I'm not sure if you can quite see very clearly on there, but basically this is typical for a Varifocal. This area here, this corridor, what it's called, is the viewing area. Now on low-end cheaper Varifocals, this corridor is quite narrow. I was saying before about the different quality of Varifocals that we don't sell any of the low-end restrictive lenses that you can sometimes get. We only sell freeform, so they're more like this. And this soft zone here, this is a distortion. Now when you're warping a lens, when you're manufacturing a lens to include, a varying power in it, there's parts of the lens that has to give way, and this is the soft zone, the distortion. You can't see through this part. This is the only visible area, and the higher the quality lens you go for, the wider this area is, the viewable area, and the less the distortion is. So the important thing with placing the lens is if you take a new frame and you pop a Varifocal in, and your pupils say sit up here in the lens, but the lens is placed too low, you'll find that you have to lift your head to catch the reading area, or just not get any reading area at all. If the lens is set too high, you'll have the opposite. You'll be looking through the intermediate or reading part of the lens, and not the distance part, which it should be. So you find you have to dip your head in order to catch the right distance part. So this is why it's important that we not only have the horizontal measurement, the pupil distance measurement, to make sure the horizontal placement is correct, but also the vertical pupil height measurement, so we make sure the lens is set in the correct position. Now your horizontal measurement, the pupil distance measurement, that doesn't change from one pair of glasses to another. So as long as you know your pupil distance measurement, that's half the battle. The other half is a frame specific measurement, the pupil heights. Now this will be different from one frame to another and one person to another. So this frame on Mr. Smith, his pupil might sit 20 mils high in the frame. On Mrs. Smith, it might sit 15. So although it's the same frame, on different people it have a different height. Now Mr. Smith could put on this frame and his pupil height measurement would be 20 millimeters, and he'll put it on a different frame and he might be 23. Now the way that we get around this is that when someone sends in a pair of glasses with varifocals already in it, we can take the placement of the pupil off tiny engravings on the surface of the lens. Now they're very hard to spot, some are harder to spot than others, but they are there and they're on all varifocals, so that's how we get around the problem of being able to fit the lens correctly. Quite often, maybe in the past, or you might have seen online, they say, well, don't buy your varifocals online because they can't know what the pupil placements are, which is true. If you're buying a new frame online, it's quite difficult, but if you're sending in your own frame and it's already got varifocals in it, that's how we get across that problem. Now it could be in the past that you've tried varifocals before, and you might have heard from other people as well, oh, I tried varifocals, I couldn't get on with them, I was disorientated, I couldn't get used to them. And there is this kind of belief out there that not everyone can get on with varifocals, which is true, not everyone can, but part of the problem is that when a lot of these people go on the high street, they'll go for like a trial varifocal lens, and this is generally quite a low-end basic type of varifocal, as I was mentioning before, with the restrictive narrow corridor, and that is going to make your life difficult. So what I'd say is, if you are a bit fed up with taking single vision glasses on and off all the time, or you don't like the line that you see in your bifocal, but you've tried varifocals and you can't get on with them, give it another crack. Send your frame in and we'll go for one of the higher end lenses, maybe like the Pro series or even the OmniView, you can stretch to it, and you might find that the experience is completely different. All of our varifocal prices are on our pricing page, so if you go on the home page, click pricing guide, and then click the varifocals tab, they're all pretty much listed there. There are some versions of the lenses that aren't listed there, but some of the least popular ones. The reason we don't put them on is we just don't want to swamp the pricing page. So if there's anything there you can't find, or you've got some questions, give us a call and we'll go through them. There'll be a link to this video on the pricing page as well if you want to come back to it at some point. So yeah, please, if you can take the time, give us a thumbs up on this video, and please subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates on when new videos are uploaded. I'll be uploading a range of videos on questions I get asked during the week, common questions, so you've got all the answers there on YouTube for you. So yeah, please spread the word. Go on the website, request a pack if you've got glasses to send in, and we'll send you out a quote.